Hello, everyone. How's it going? It's William here. I'm at home this time. Oh, what a day. I know, I always feel like I say that. Hello, Susie. Thanks for joining us. Um, so I shared this event at about 5:30 today, or at least I thought I did. And the StreamYard application told me, hey, it went through, everything went through. You are going to be live at 7:30. And then I sat down here just a few minutes ago to jump on my live, and it was gone. And then I looked on Facebook and it was not there. And I looked on YouTube, not there. So I apologize that you all didn't get a warning that we were going live and what it was about today. I tried to put it out there nice and early so everyone would know. Usually we put it out about 6:30. I had it out there at 5:30. I don't know why. I did the work. So I did the work to put it out there at 5:30. I have no idea why it didn't share. So sorry I'm a little bit late. My last few minutes here were trying to get everything together since it wasn't together yet. So thank you for joining us. Hello, Marianne. Good to see you here tonight. Hello, Danette. Thank you for joining us. I was up at the cottage doing some packing today. I didn't do too much packing though from yesterday because we're doing another 30% off sale today. Yesterday's went pretty well. Thank you all for those of you who took advantage of that. But we're going to do a little bit more. And I think we're going to get to go maybe on the trip this weekend, but it's going to not be the long version of that trip. It's going to be a very quick version. So we might go down tonight, like leaving late tonight, and head down to North Carolina and do like a very one-day trip. Because we got a lot of stuff to do and keep doing. And we were going to try and spend some time down there and stay until the 1st, which is when we have to be in Memphis. But I think we're going to go down, do a one-dayer down there, swing around and hit up all of our friends that we need to talk to and want to talk to while we're down there, and drive back tomorrow night. That's going to make it a very long day because we're probably going to leave here at like 2 or 3 in the morning and start heading down that way. But I think that's what we're going to have to do. We'll see how it goes. If today goes screamingly well, then maybe that'll change our plans. But we are still working through some PayPal issues, PayPal fees, hacking that happened that we haven't talked about. So things are a little bit slower on that end of things. And getting everything sorted from all the stuff that happened then. Because it's not just that, and it's not just that, it's like everywhere the money was going. So it's been interesting. But I think we're going to do that. So thank you all for your support. Please hit share on this, especially since it didn't share 2 hours ago, which I don't know what happened. I was sitting at my desk at the cottage and I set everything up and I hit go, and it said it went. And I even shared one of the posts saying we're doing it again tonight on my personal timeline, but I didn't realize that I shared yesterday's post. Well, the post, like I made a post today saying that the sale expires at midnight, which we're gonna extend that a little bit for today's. But I didn't realize, I wasn't even looking. I just, because the banner looked similar that I made. And I shared that one. So people are probably really confused. But yeah, so that's what's going on. That's what's happening for us here. Michelle says no updates yet on my mom on the recovery. Hubby had his appointment today. Let's just say the outcome was expected. Well, I'm glad your mom is out. We did hear news. You said that your mom was out and the surgery went well. So that's good. I'm sure recovery is definitely going to take a while. Definitely going to take a while. Let's see. Michelle says we have things to deal with, but he can correct. Well, that's good. If the outcome is expected, at least you're working toward that already, right? It's those unexpected things that are not great usually. Sorry if my nose is really red. I think I'm getting a pimple right on the end of my nose, which is great too, right? And it hurts. Man, it hurts so much. So, yes, things are happening. Things are going on. We are going to do another day of selected 30% off items. So I have those in a box right next to me here. And I try to pull things that I think that a number of people will like and a number of people will be able to grab. So hopefully you like these tonight. Yeah. So thank you for sharing out there. Thank you, Marianne, for sharing. We appreciate that. Marianne says, didn't notice till you pointed it out. I know, right? I keep rubbing it too because it hurts. It's like when something hurts and you keep touching it. Why do I do that? I don't know. So other than that, what else has been going on? I mowed the grass today here at the house. I didn't get up to the cottage. I was up at the cottage, but I didn't get there to mow the grass. But that's going to have to be done. I just did that. It's going to have to be done again. We're into the at least once a week mowings, I think, for a little while. Spring is usually like that. And so probably tomorrow after we get back and rest a little bit, I'll probably go up and do some mowing up there tomorrow. And not tomorrow. We'll be gone all day tomorrow. Sunday. Somebody's trying to get in my door. Some little kitten or cat of mine. I think Barnaby was up here clawing earlier because we went outside a lot today. He got to sit on the porch while I wrote some emails. If you didn't see, I wrote an email about the 30% off sale. That email is a little bit, it's going to change a little bit because we're going to extend that sale, like I said, until probably tomorrow at midnight. So Saturday at midnight instead of Friday at midnight for the 30% off items. So that'll give people a little bit of time to decide from yesterday and take a look at things today. So that's good. Hopefully, we'll see. And I sent out an email today about that. I sent out a text message about Andrew's show coming up. So if you didn't know, I don't know where you've been, but Andrew curated a show for the Metal Museum in Memphis. And we will be going down there on the 1st, on the opening day, to hang out with everybody there. So it runs from the 1st of May until I believe it's the 2nd of June. So it's a 1-month show. So if you're anywhere in the Memphis, Tennessee area, we hope you'll join the Metal Museum for that show. Take some pictures, tag us all, tag Andrew Thornton Artist on Instagram, tag us, Allegory Gallery on Instagram, on Facebook, everywhere, and show those pictures. We also, I sent a text today and made an event on Facebook about the curators talk. I keep saying curatorial talk, which I think that's a word, but they're calling it a virtual curators talk. So Andrew will be doing a curators talk at noon Central Time, which equates to 1 p.m., I believe, Eastern Time. So 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. on the 3rd of May. Andrew will be doing the curators talk. That is free. It is a virtual event on Zoom, but you do have to register in advance. So you must RSVP for that. So both the Metal Museum today shared an event and we shared a separate event for that. They both have the same link. It's the link that you can go to to sign up and register for their Zoom meeting. So you can put your name and email in and be ready on May 3rd for Andrew's Curators Talk. So we're going down to the Fire in the Mountain, I think tonight. We're leaving. We're going to be there all day tomorrow. We're going to see our friend, see some of our friends maybe. in North Carolina while we're there. We got to see if everyone's around and everyone's feeling well. One of our friends is recovering from surgery. The other one we have to make sure is actually going to be around because she travels the world. Cheryl-Ann Lipstrew is a very talented body painter. And our friend Andrea, who is recovering and does a lot of metal work. So we're hoping to go down there tonight, see Fire in the Mountain, see our friends, and drive back tomorrow night. It's going to be a long 24 hours. But we'll take turns driving and all that. Andrew will probably drive tonight. I'll probably drive tomorrow. It usually works out better that way. He drives better at night, and I drive better during the day.
Because I'm a creature of the evening.
Yeah, we're both creatures of the evening, but my night vision, I think, is not as good as his anymore. So I don't feel comfortable all the time driving late at night. Really, I don't have any.
If we need to stop, we can stop.
Yeah, we can stop if we need to. There's no problem. So, but we're going to make it a quick trip because we got to get back and we have things to do.
Oh my gosh, so many things to do.
I know. And then on the 30th, it's a 30-day month, 30th, we start down to Tennessee and go down to Memphis for the 1st, get there for the 1st. We'll probably drive the night of the 30th.
The
day of the 30th.
It's a 9 to 12 hour.
Okay, so the day of the 30th. And we'll be there for the 1st for the opening of the show.
Hooray!
Hooray! He gets to see the opening. We weren't sure we were going to get to see that.
At least not together.
Yeah, so we're going to get that. And then on the 2nd, we're going to head back at some point on the 2nd. But we have friends we're staying with down there, I believe. So that makes it easier for us to spend some time because we don't have to pay too much for an Airbnb. So that's very nice. We like that. And Andrew's here now, by the way.
Hello. In case you're wondering how William was throwing his voice.
I know, right? I'm getting good at that, right?
I was finishing up some posting.
Yeah, I said the Metal Museum and I shared, I think we both shared the same, almost exactly the same time, the event for the Curators Talk.
I'm excited.
I know, I bet.
My first exhibition curating an exhibition at a major museum.
Yeah, pretty cool.
This is not our project wall.
This is not our project wall, everybody. This is a major museum. Hello, Susan. Thanks for joining us.
It's a really big deal, y'all.
Yes, this is
It has many hands involved. I'm a little bit nervous because, it's one of those things where when it's just me or William, that's one thing. But then when it involves, an entire museum with a lot of moving parts and a multi-million-dollar,
yeah,
it's a big
thing.
Big thing.
And I just realized, everybody, I put on the same shirt as yesterday. I had my t-shirt on and it started getting chilly, so I had this laying around the office and I threw it on. So I don't normally wear all the same clothes every day.
I do.
But especially when I'm going public and people. So, but since we talked about this shirt yesterday, people were saying it's nice, and I was explaining.
So nice, you'll wear it twice.
I wear it twice, right? I just realized that. But yeah, so, yeah, it's very exciting times. But we were going to try and spend the whole time down there, but that's like 5 or 6 days, and that's really hard for us to do.
Yeah, especially with everything going on.
Yeah.
I would love to do it. There's a bunch of people that I'd like to see while we're down there. We're still going to try to squeeze in as many stops as possible.
Yeah.
But if we do that, then we're going to be so behind with the shop move, and then there'll be the crying
time.
What do they call it? Black bitter tears. Rivers of black bitter tears is going to come.
No, thank you. Hello, Diane. Thanks for joining us.
So, speaking of the exhibition,
Speaking of,
we're going to do a hashtag AG Live challenge.
oh, let me put it up here. Hold on. I gotta find it. There we go.
This
AG
is
Live challenge.
But don't just post it in the group. Post it everywhere.
Everywhere.
And you don't have, it's just not tonight. So the idea is, okay, so let's be truth telling.
Truth tell it.
The show is small. It's not the big show. It's a little show. I gotta start somewhere, y'all. I can't start at the top. I gotta work my way up, get my foot in the door. So the show's small, and we wanted to include so many different people. But because it's a small show, you kind of have to narrow your focus.
Yes.
So the show itself centers around queer representation in the metals community. However, I would like to open this up to everyone, whether you are LGBTQIA++ or other, an ally, or, you know, hopefully an ally. You know,
if you're watching us.
If you're watching this.
Hi, Harry, by the way. Thanks for joining us.
And also, you don't have to necessarily work in metal. So I would love to see your creation based around your idea of home and what it means to you. It can be anything. It can be metal. The reason why we did metal, because we at the Metal Museum. The reason why, you know, there's reasons why we do certain things. But if you want hashtag no place like home exhibition.
That's a long one.
No, that's not that bad.
Let's see
no
here.
Place Like Home.
Let me make another banner instead of the
exhibition.
AG Live challenge. Or maybe I'll add it to this
one. We were gonna do No Place Like Home, just the word, but then all this other random stuff came up.
Yeah.
Because it comes from the Wizard of Oz. So we didn't want people, you know, get hate bashed. So
yeah. No place like home exhibition. There they are.
Put the B in? Did you put the B in?
The B in? EXHIBITION.
Good.
So it's an AG Live challenge. Share your idea of home through your work with hashtag No Place Like Home exhibition.
And be sure to tag me and the Metal Museum, because then we can see it. And you never know what will happen.
Right.
Because this show, No Place Like Home, started with me and the director. We had the weirdest talk. I was telling her about all the bones I find.
It's true. He talks about that a lot.
No, I don't. You make it sound weird. It was weird, but, you know.
Well, y'all have heard those stories.
Well, maybe. Maybe some of y'all are new and be like, what?
What?
Horror, the horror. But anyway, so we started talking, and that's how this got to be. So you never know what will happen. Maybe I'll get asked to do another exhibition, and
maybe
I will have seen your work, and I'll say, oh my gosh, I want to have this person be in No Place Like Home number 2, or at the Metropolitan Museum of Art.
Right. There you go.
At the Louvre.
The Louvre. Let's go to France. Hello, Cheryl. Says, I just got 2.5 miles in with Larry, but allergies are on fire with the rain and pollen. Hope you're having a good night. We are. Hope you are too. We're talking about Andrew's exhibition. That he curated at the Metal Museum in Memphis, starting on the 1st of May, running through the 2nd of June. And the curators talk, the virtual curators talk on the 3rd of May. But we are telling you to do an AG Live challenge right now.
Because you're our people.
Because you're our people. AG Live challenge.
Maybe
share it wide. Don't just share it in the Design Challenges group. Share it wide with the hashtag No Place Like Home exhibition. We want you to put with your work your idea of what home is through your work. And this is going to run this the whole month of the exhibition. So if you don't have anything right now, make something and share it.
hopefully y'all do it because I kind of overpromised and I hope I don't underdeliver. I was like, what if it became like viral and all
Oh my
these people
goodness.
like were posting about their idea of what home means to them,
That'd be pretty cool though, right?
and we could like start this movement and then talk about housing inequality and be a force of positive change.
Andrew's always going for the gold.
More because I think it's so important because another like the kind of, I don't want to ruin my curatorial talk,
No,
but
don't.
one of the sad things about and one of the realities about being LGBTQIA plus plus is that housing is not always guaranteed. It's not always something that not everybody has that. And there's a statistic I need to look it up, but so many young people who identify as a queer individual experience homelessness at one point in their life or not. So that's another facet of the show is that home is not just a place but an idea, and it's more than just like a building made of stone and drywall and whatever insulation. Hopefully we don't
Right.
got that at the cottage, but
No.
anyway, so I hope that everybody gets a chance to make something, and be sure to tag the Metal Museum and tell them that you're
And follow the Metal Museum if you don't already, please.
yeah. And I hope it's one of those things where I hope it grows and grows. I do have some things maybe in the works with the Metal Museum in a couple of years. It's crazy. That's crazy to think about
Planning
that.
years.
But anyways, well, maybe they like me. They have me come back again. What, 2030?
Come on back.
2045?
So that's your AG Live challenge for this month, a month-long
Oh.
one. No place like home exhibition. What does home mean to you through your work?
And it doesn't have to be metal.
No, it's through your work, whatever your work is.
If you do, that's even better. I'm sure they'd like to see it.
Right. Let's see here. What's everyone saying? Harry's under severe weather warnings. Tornadoes west of us coming our way. Be safe, Harry. Be safe out there. Hopefully all is okay. Susan says, good news, bad news today. A1C has gone up. Doctor is upping my metformin. May be able to control it through monitoring my carbs more effectively, though. Hopefully you can. Hopefully you're able to do that. It's hard. It's hard, right? Stuff that affects us. So today, I invoiced for the D-Stash. So if you were in the D-Stash group, I invoiced everybody in the D-Stash. I did not invoice for the metal beads yet. I was giving people a little bit of time because that was at the very end of yesterday's live, and I know people were like conking out by then. So I am letting the metal beads go. I probably won't get to invoice tonight because I have to finish the Saturday morning tutorial before we leave. Later this evening. So I have to edit.
Interesting.
I know I have to edit that. I might do the shorter one this week. I think it's earrings instead of the bracelet. So we'll see. But I have to do that tonight. So I probably will not be invoicing anymore until Sunday. So if you didn't see the Metal Beads show, please check that out. It's at the end of yesterday's 30% show. We are also going to be doing a 30% show today. So we're going to show you things that are 30% off. And the only way you can see these is on this show. So please share it with your friends. Let them know they can save 30% off some great stuff. Maybe share it with them after you're done, right? You can share it now, though. I was going to do more stuff today, but I didn't realize that my coupon code only allows 100 products. So we have about another 40 some today. We did like 60 some yesterday. So we have 30 some, 40 some today that I'm going to show you. And then it's a total of 100 out there. I had to delete a few that some people bought so that I could fit some more on today. So, yeah, all good. Marion says, I conked out about the time you started, but I did watch this morning in hour-long portions. Thank you. I saw that. Thank you so much.
Oh, good, because Vera said, well, is she live?
I know. Everyone's like, she was here yesterday. I'm like,
William got very concerned.
I know. I was like, I feel like I haven't heard from her in a while. But then they were like, you were on yesterday. I'm like, see, my brain gets a little wild. But I'm sure you saw that because you watched it. Hello, Sandra. Thanks for joining in. We're going to get started real quick tonight again. So, well, real quick. I'm now a half hour in, but we're going to get started now. Because
I'm here.
Andrew makes me go longer.
Correct.
But I'm going to get started now showing you these things because we got a long show again tonight. I didn't make paper slips today. Maybe Andrew can make me some paper slips real quick.
We'll see.
And I'm going to flip the camera around here. Let me flip the camera. Let me turn on the lights.
This is my Joyce Chunch.
Lights, camera, action.
How are y'all doing? Are you TGIF? It's Friday, right?
It is Friday.
Stuff out?
It is Friday.
Here to get you going.
Oh, good.
Don't say I didn't ever do anything for you.
All right. So if you watched yesterday, you already know how this works. This is going to be different than normal. This is going to be, you're going to go directly to the online store and you are going to use coupon code live sale, and that's going to save you 30% off select items in the online store. All right. Diane says, definitely TGIF. Michelle says, my day has been stressful. Yes, you've had a long day. So let's go ahead and get started. I have stuff in this bag. I'm hoping everything I'm going to show you is actually on sale because this is some of the stuff I had to take away from this sale because I ran out of space. I added a bunch of stuff, and then when I went to save the sale code, it's like, you can't save more than 100 things. So I started deleting. So I'm pretty sure these are all on sale. How about that? If they're not, let me know, and I can invoice you for them, all right? If it doesn't work out. Sandra's watching in bed, took Mucinex, not feeling good. If not better in the morning, going to urgent care. Yes, I know, because you have to travel, right? For your closing? Yikes. That's stressful. Hopefully you feel better soon. S0629 is this one. I'm going to give you the SKUs. You can plug those directly into the online store, so you can check those out. Everybody, right now, just go and queue up allegorygallery.com. allegorygallery.com. Queue that up so that you're ready to be there and you are hanging out in the online store. All right. We have S0629. I guess I don't need this high. I made this high because I was thinking I had to put bags under here, but I don't. Is this filigree pendant? These are really nice to hang things in front of. It could be used on its own as well, or put things behind. Hello, Vanessa. It says, late again. I was watching to see if there was a live today. Yeah, that didn't work so well. I was telling everyone at 5:30 I posted that we were having a live. My program said it posted everywhere, confirmed everything. I didn't check up on it because normally it works just fine. Well, today it did not. So I tried to warn you all at 5:30 what we were doing, and it didn't work. So we're doing another 30% sale today. These are only $4.50, and we have a number of them. And you can save 30% off on these. So they start at $4.50. Put them in your cart, use code LIVESALE, and you will save 30%. All right, giving you some things that are not too expensive, because I know yesterday we had some expensive things. We have some today too, but we're giving you a nice assortment today. A nice assortment. Hello, Suzanne. Thanks for joining in today. We're just starting our 30% sale today. Just starting our 30% sale extension today. S0630. We just did one item. It was the silver filigree pendant. Now we have the gold plated in this satin gold plated filigree pendant. S0630. This is $5. The gold's a little bit more than the silver. $5 in the online store, and you can save 30% off of that. All right. So hopefully you like these. Please do share. Let people know we exist. Let people know we're having a 30% sale on these things. And hopefully we can entice you. I did find, I went through so much today, and I found another strand of those turquoise discs. But I found, no, even worse happened. I haven't even told you that. I opened the garage door, and a table fell onto Stella Bluebell. And of course, the metal legs fell onto Stella Bluebell. So she got a scratch and a dent from the table falling out of the garage. Yeah. So that was not good. But I did find the strand of the turquoise discs, but I found the green strand. So if anyone's interested in that, let us know. Andrew's over here. Yeah. Whoops.
It's like, how's your day, baby?
I forgot. And then because I blanked that out of my brain.
Can it be popped out?
The dent's tiny. It's like that. So it should be able to be popped out. The scratch is a scratch. We're going to probably have to put some paint cover on it so that she doesn't rust. It was a folding table. It just went right down on.
No. Did you have the door open?
What door?
The
little door? It had closed, but
probably
it was a wind gust. It's been windy today.
So what ends up happening with our garage is if you have one of the doors open and you open the garage door, it creates like a wind tunnel effect.
Yep. And I opened the little door, and I opened the big door to let more light in, and a table that has never moved, it has never had a problem. Those tables have been there every time we open the door, but today.
That's the order of operation.
And also it was, of course, not. It was facing with the legs out, so they fell onto it instead of the table part out. The plastic part hitting the car.
Oh, wow.
So of course I flipped it around. Uh-oh, now I'm getting weird issues with Apple ID. I'm hoping no one's trying to hack my account. Great. S0264.
You need to burn some sage. You get that dark energy. I can't be dealing with you. I'm gonna go to North Carolina by myself. Leave you to your stankness. Bye.
Hey, there's not that much stank going on.
Go burn some sage. I'm gonna do it myself. You're gonna get the spray. It's gonna be like Lysol for your spirit.
Right. Suzanne says get those, and I was in a good mood today until all that. Suzanne says get those paint pens. Yeah, I got to get a paint pen, get a touch up going on there.
We have one for Abba. It's still in the hermetically sealed.
Yeah. So.
Poor Stella Bluebell.
I know, that's what Marion says. Poor girl vehicle. Yeah.
Poor car gets busted up.
I know.
First it gets keyed, then.
Now the table falls. S0264 is this feather. If you'd like this feather, it's available. And this is $5 in the online store.
Luckily, we're not like precious about. You know, I like my nice stuff to stay nice, but luckily we're not like, status symbol people who have to have everything be.
Yeah. No, we're definitely not that.
I gave somebody a ride and they were like, I can tell you use this as a working vehicle. And I was like, you know what? This is a free ride.
Right? This is also a free ride for you.
So keep your comments to yourself.
Yep. 623 is the silver feather. Silver feather. Suzanne says, I need to wash my car. Yeah, ours need a washing too.
Probably that layer of crust acted as a shield.
I know, right? Hello, Angela. Thanks for joining us. We're doing 30% off select items. I'm giving you the SKU that you can type into the online store and check and see if you'd like to grab these at 30% off. Use code LIVESALE once you add them to your cart. So this is the silver feather pendant. These are $4.50 only. And we have a number of these available if you want to grab a few. It's a great time to grab at 30% off. Next one, S0625 is this silver, we're going to call it icicle. Not a dagger, everybody. It's not a dagger. Little pendant. And these are cool. I like them that they are, they got the hammered texture. Just a cool little pendant. Very simple. You could use these on earrings and dangle things in addition on them. They'd be pretty cool. S0265, $4.50 before the 30% discount. Whoa.
You got the dropsies.
I always have that. That's like normal. If I don't drop something, it's like there's something wrong. What's wrong? You're coordinated today. S0626 are these gold-plated little icicles.
Oh, I just found out that one of my pieces is going to be in a show.
Oh, good.
In June.
In June, where?
In Pittsburgh.
Nice.
Good news. I don't have a show in May. What the heck?
I thought you had a show in May. You have a big show in May.
Curating doesn't count.
That doesn't count?
No.
You don't get to take a break to curate a show?
No.
This is $5 for this before the 30% discount.
Tonight.
Michelle says, congratulations, Andrew.
Thanks. I'm trying hard.
And this is S0626. S0626 in the satin gold. $5 each. Marion says, Andrew's on a roll.
My goal this year, and it's probably only going to be 1 year, is to have a show of my work or be included in a show one every month at least.
One every month.
And what month was it that I had like 3 shows? Was it March?
It was March.
March I had 3 shows.
3 shows.
So that was a pretty big and also international show. So
Susan says, Andrew, congrats. You deserve all the success and more.
Thanks. I just need to make more work because
you got to get some new stuff.
I know because for the museum stuff, I don't have a ton of it.
No. This is S0627. This is a larger version of the filigree pendant. Let me show you the 2 sizes just so they don't confuse you. This is the smaller one I showed you before, and this is the larger one. So they kind of look cool together, right? if you wanted to get them together. This is S0627. S0627.
Anybody know how to make a viral video? Get the word about the Metal Museum show.
Get the word out about.
I hope that we get people actually, go to it.
I know. That'd be nice, right?
It's not open for very long.
It's a month show.
I'm proud that it even is at all.
Yeah.
But I would like it to be like the other shows, maybe 2 months.
The other shows.
But I figured I have to get in somewhere.
Yes, you do.
So I gotta make them, get the foot in the door somehow.
S0628 is the gold version, satin gold version.
And if anything, this is a lesson that you can be as weird as you want, and maybe somebody will like it.
Somebody might.
Because this opportunity did not happen out of the blue. It happened because we were there.
Yes. We went to see them.
So that's another important thing.
Well, that was your first piece, right?
When I was in the show.
Yeah.
They asked me to be in this one, but then I said that it would be weird, so I didn't do it. But for the curator talk, I was thinking about making a piece for it, but I don't know if I'm going to have time.
I know, we're going to be away now.
I'm going to have to sit around my head with all the pieces I have, which I don't have that many.
No, you do not.
Or maybe I'll wear Sulubi's piece that I have, because Sulubi is going to be in the show.
In the show. All right. Next up, these are only $5 each. And these are serpentine carved leaf stone pendants. They're drilled side to side, and they are all a little bit different because they're all hand done. So when you order, you will get one of them. We will pick it for you. But this is S0249. They're only $5 each. And they're these beautiful serpentine hand-carved stone pendants. Suzanne says those are great stones, right? They're really pretty, too. They are really, really pretty. Thank you. Charlie's out there. Hello, Charlie.
Howdy.
Says, I heard there's an art show at the courthouse in Johnstown tomorrow.
We're not going to be there.
No, we unfortunately will not be there.
We're going to be in North Carolina, hopefully.
If all goes as planned.
He's like, we're going to have to leave at like 2 a.m. I was like, fine.
Well,
It's my normal.
I didn't say it like it was going to be a problem, I don't think.
You kind of had hesitation in your voice.
Well,
I was like, fine.
I believe that's okay.
Challenge accepted. Well,
So there are about 6 or 7 of these pendants available. If you're interested in these, you can grab those in the online store now. Do we have another box for me to put stuff in while I'm
possibly.
finishing, as I finish things?
Possibly, maybe.
Possibly, maybe. S0567. S0567 are these beautiful pink opal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pentagons, right? That's 5 pink opal pentagon strands, and There are 2 of them available. Let me show you both. Beautiful pink opal. I like that these are a little bit darker. They have some of the brown to them. I really like these strands. Really pretty shape for earrings. And they are S0567. They are normally $35 a strand, and you will get 30% off of those. 30% off of those. Okay. Next up. Come on. Let's go. S1183. S1183.
Here you go.
Thank you. Da, da, da. Charlie says, I think it'll stay up for a bit. She says, manifest it, you'll be there. Yes, we're going to be there in North Carolina, right?
Charlie, did you hear about the show that I did in Memphis? If you didn't, I hope you'll make something and your thoughts about home and post it and put the hashtag no place like home exhibition.
Yeah, Instagram again is not telling me when people show up, so I don't know if you've been here the whole time, Charlie, or not.
And then tag me and then tag the Metal Museum. And it doesn't have to be metal, and you don't have to be LGBTQIA++.
All right, these are ruby and zoisite shields, faceted shields we call these. And they're drilled side to side through the top. S1183, they are originally $34, and you're going to save 30%. That's saving $12, everybody. That brings it down to $22. $22 for that. What a deal. What a deal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So $2.20 each.
Nice.
Right?
Those have been good earrings.
Yes, they would. $4.40 for the stones in your earrings. What do you think you can charge for those earrings?
They look high dollar.
Yes, they do. Suzanne says beautiful strand, aren't they?
I love the color.
Yeah, they are very vibrant in their color. S0737. There's 1 strand of this available. I believe it's going to sell real quick. It's this rough cut, these rough cut amethyst drops. And this is only $31.25 in the online store. And so 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, you're saving what, over $9 off that, bringing that down to what, 21, close to $21 only for that strand. Again, another one, these would be really cool earrings. Or put that on a chain, one of those, and sell those as amethyst necklaces.
I love those.
I know. So this is S0737. There's only 1 of those in the online store. So grab that if you love it fast. And remember, we will combine orders if you want to make multiple orders this evening. Whenever we ship, we'll figure out all the weights of everything, make sure everything's okay, and then refund shipping overages. Charlie says, I showed up around 8 tonight. So yeah, you may have missed all that, or some of that talk anyway. So let me put up that little banner again. We're doing an AG Live challenge, hashtag no place like home exhibition. We'd like you to share through your work for the month of, well, right now, the end of April and the entire month of May. Show a piece of your work that defines home to you, and hashtag No Place Like Home exhibition. No Place Like Home is the show that Andrew curated for the Metal Museum in Memphis.
And I hope all of you will make something and share it. You don't have to be a part of the LGBTQIA plus community. You also don't have to make it in metal.
Correct. But if you do, as we said, all the better. The Metal Museum would love that.
I know. Sure. Also, you never know with those conversations. I think this is so. Whenever I think of like a show, I think about a question in my mind. And I think those make the most intriguing shows. Whenever I'm making a body of work, I always ask a question in my mind, and then with the pieces, try to answer that question. And I think all of the artists who participated did a really beautiful job of creating pieces or shared pieces that they had previously made that addressed the issue, that added so many facets to the conversation. So by extending this out to people out in the internet land, I hope that this gets even more dynamic.
Right. We don't, and it doesn't matter. You can do it with beadwork, you can do metal work, painting. Charlie's saying, let me see what I can make. Wish I could work in metal. My friend does stained glass. Does that count as metal?
It can be anything.
It can be, yes. If you want to do stained glass and learn stained glass, do that. If your friend wants to take part, please have them take part. This strand is S0, not that. S1252. This is a strand of rhodonite, but without the black. Normally you see rhodonite with the black matrix through it. This is pure, mostly pure. There's one, look at that little speck of black in there. Mostly pure rhodonite with the pink, just the pink. How often do you see that? Hardly ever. I don't know if I've actually never seen that in beads.
What?
Rhodonite without the black.
That's a higher quality.
Yeah, this is a $42 strand originally. You'll get 30% off. That's $12 off that, which brings it down to $30.
Because where they're picking, they're not, they're what they call high grading or cherry picking and just picking out the stones that don't have the inclusions for that.
Yeah. So this is nice quality rhodonite, stuff you don't really see much. $42. It'll be $30 once you use the 30% discount code. S1252. One strand available. One strand available. If you haven't already, please hit the share. Let your friends know that we are doing a live sale with 30% off, everybody.
We have a lot of things coming up.
Yeah, we'd like to have some funds to do them with.
I know. I was like, well, I guess we can, I don't know.
Here's a chunky strand of rutilated chlorite. Rutilated chlorite. Look at all the beautiful colors in there. And this is big and chunky. This is a beautiful strand. It's not a stone you see very often. I think these strands, we have two of them tonight. These are the only two I've ever seen of that. And it's 1266, S1266. This is a $78 strand, so you would get over $22 off of that. So $56, bring it down to $56. Pretty good deal on that one. Pretty good deal on that one. And remember, if you do also have invoiced orders with us, if you make a purchase in the online store, we do our best to combine automatically. We can't always guarantee it, but we will do our best. All right, so just know that as well. S0475. S0475 coming up. These are labradorite coins. Faceted labradorite coins. These start at only $16.25 in the online store, and then you're going to get 30% off of those. So that's a really good deal. There are a number of these strands available if you wanted to stock up. These make great earrings. They make great little bracelets. Really good price. Nice quality labradorite. It is faceted. You can see those facets on there. Little coins and these are about 6.5 millimeter coins. 6.5 millimeter coins. So S0475. Check those out. I miss Diane's comment. I love ruby zoisite. I know, it's so nice. Such a nice combination, that green and that pinky red, or deep, almost sometimes. That red is not pinky. Yeah, that red is purpley red. So this is S0475. They have 4 or 5 strands of that available. So like I said, you can stock up if you'd like to on the labradorite at 30% off. It's a good time to do that if you're able. Charlie says, I disappeared to share Andrew's post. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Glad you're back too. S0566. And Charlie, I did get your email and I will answer you. We should be able to help you out with some stuff. Next up, beryl. Hand carved beryl little leaves. These are S0566. There are 2 strands of this available. Beautiful beryl. Beautiful strands. Let me show you the other one. These are normally $70, and you're going to get, what, 7, 14, 21. $21 off. $21 off. So that's what, 49, 7, 60, 50, $49 only. That's a steal for these. Hand carved beryl leaves. Look how gorgeous those are. S0566. That is a super good deal on those. And you'll get one of those 2 strands. One is a little bigger than the other as far as the size of the stones. So it just depends what you like. If you want to choose, send us a follow-up email or place it in the notes section. That's even better. The notes section of your order, and say you want the smaller or larger. We, of course, average out the price so they're equal, but you can choose if you'd like. S0566 is that SKU in the online store. S1261. These are a super good deal. All right. Next up, multi-moonstone strands. Sandra says, I love the feathers you shared earlier. Thank you. Weren't those cool? Multi-moonstone. So you're getting the peach moonstone, the blue or white moonstone, gray moonstone. These are faceted graduated rondelles. And these are already strung up on one of these you pull this to resize it if you want to. But you could also just restring this as well, especially at these prices. Normally they're $78 a strand. That's what, almost $24 off. that might be one of the deals of the night right there. Those are priced well to move at $78, let alone almost getting $24 off that. Aren't those pretty? Now you could definitely make some earrings for that, right? Definitely make some earrings with that.
No, I heard something.
Oh no, make sure they're not escaping. Suzanne says, I'm reading The Moonstone by Wilkie Collins. However, that moonstone is a diamond. Ah, I don't know that book. I don't know that book. All right, so I have a number of these available. If you want more than one, they are available. I think that's the lowest price we've ever done on those. Let's just do, I like doing this math sometimes, even though it hurts me. 78 minus 30% brings that down to 54.60. And then let's do a quick count. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Am I at the center yet? No. 40, 45, 50. So let's say there's 94 on there. Let's just keep going. 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95. So there's about 95 on there. So let's take that price, divide it by 95. You're paying 57 cents per rondelle. 57 cents per rondelle. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. So you're making some earrings with that. Making some earrings with that. Oh, wouldn't that be spectacular? And what a great price. Put 3 of these in a pair of earrings with some spacers. It's $1.30 or $1.50 or so, a little over, close to $2 an earring. You're gonna end with beautiful moonstone. So, just some ways that you can break that stuff up, right? Just some ways you can break that stuff up. Just some things to think about. Next up, S1004. I hope these are still in. These are one of the things I considered taking off when I had to remove items from the sale. S1004 are these large skull beads. They're hand-carved skull, and the hole goes top to bottom. These are pretty big. Let me give you an idea how big. These are almost 31 millimeters by about 24 millimeters. 31 by 24. Student says also a PSA. Tomorrow is Indie Bookstore Day. Support your local bookstores. Yes, please do. Please do if you can. Maybe when we're down in North Carolina, we'll see if there's one around anywhere. And these are only $8 each. For these, we have 6 of them available in the online store if you want. At $8, they're a really cool pendant. Let's see here. S1265. One of my favorite stones that we have. I don't even know how we still have it. We've shown it a few times before. Maybe this will do it. Maybe giving you 30% off this will do it. This is Petersite. It's a $48 strand. It is an immaculate showing of Petersite. It is such a beautiful... I have another light over here. Does that help or hinder? Does that make it... I think that's a little better, actually. Beautiful, beautiful Petersite pillows. They're kind of rounded rectangles more than a pillow. These are about 18 millimeters by 23.5. Look how beautiful those are. This is S1265. S1265. I love this stone. I love this strand. If you do too, that can be yours. Starts at $48. It's almost $15 off that. So great deal on that. S1265. Beautiful petersite strand. One only available. What you see is what you will get. How's it going down there?
I can't find any disaster.
Oh.
But that doesn't necessarily mean anything.
No. Nobody jumped out the window?
I didn't. If they did, they jump back in.
With the box in front of it?
Yep.
You have to put a box in front of the laser window so no one escapes.
Once we get it'll take like 10 minutes to do it when we do it, but to make a board that appropriately fits the space.
I know.
We even have this the drill part that cuts the hole of the right size.
Mm-hmm. S0347.
Big.
Big. You can see this is a $78 bead. These are the Chinese Warring State beads, reproductions. Gigantic bead. We're talking big. This bead, there you can see. That's a big one, and it is a solid piece of glass. So these are heavy duty, but they are beautiful. And where are you going to see these?
A museum.
A museum. The real ones.
You never know.
You never know.
Did you know that 40 to 50% of all art that is shown in museums today are counterfeits?
Oh, really? They keep the good stuff downstairs?
I don't know. But
Where'd you get those stats?
Probably made up. I could be making some up.
I'm feeding my friend's cats and found the bathroom flooded on day 1. One of the cats cracked the toilet's tank.
How?
Says Charlie. They're getting up to wildness.
They're swinging from the chandelier.
Yeah, they are.
No thanks.
Right? All right, if you like that Warring State bead.
Let's see it. Oh, I like this one.
0348. S0348. Suzanne says, I did know that. This is the green and red one. I like this one. I like them all,
Charlie
but I like.
I'm not sure. One is
real chunky though, so I'm eyeing him.
Gilbert.
Gilbert says, what are you talking about?
Excuse me.
Excuse me. So big Warring State beads, reproduction of the Warring State beads, done in Hong Kong. I think they're even marked that. The last one was marked Hong Kong. Barnaby, he's being a little thing today. Uh-oh. You don't want me to tell everybody what you were doing? Huh? He went into the neighbor's flower garden hunting today.
Oh, no.
I took my eye off him for a second and he dashed down there.
You thought I was doing my job.
He's chasing moles. He had a mole cornered for a while. And then it got away.
He says, you mean I let it go?
He says, I let it go. Suzanne says, nope, Barnaby is perfect. Cinnamon sends hearts, Barnaby.
We did make up after he destroyed stuff.
He's kissing back.
Honey.
S0349 is this last Warring State bead. These start at $78. You're going to get 30% off of these. These very rarely go on sale like that. We usually used to only have these in the physical store. We put them in the online store, and now you can save 30% off of these if you'd like.
That's a great deal.
That's a super good deal. It's getting a little close to our cost for my taste, but we're cash flowing it here for this weekend.
Well, I kind of feel like it's like a new opportunity
to network and meet people.
Well, not only that, but to refresh the online store.
That's true too.
Sometimes you got to do a knockout sale and like get stuff out the door and into people's hands.
Get people.
Holy smokes! What's that?
That's some. I know.
He done bewitched my eyes.
Smoky quartz. You're gonna love this deal, everybody.
My eyes are like the emoji with the stars in the eyes.
Look at that. Smoky quartz. Look at the quality. This is gem quality. Beautiful smoky quartz.
And you're not even seeing it. Not even seeing it.
No, you can't see the whole real deal.
The real deal doesn't put my eyes out.
These are faceted, graduated rondelles. Already on a necklace. If you want, we would say restring them, when you can.
Y'all are beaters.
Yeah. Silver, though. These are sterling, so keep those. Don't toss them.
Silver, the price of silver went up.
Yeah, it does.
It did. I'm not joking. It went up a couple dollars per a troy ounce.
So this is one strand available, S1175. It is $78 in the online store. So you're saving almost $24 off of that.
Holy smokes.
So that brings it down to $54, a little over $54 only for that.
Nice. I would say maybe you don't need all of them unless you really want to do showstopper. But I would say maybe you just break it up, and then if the piece needs a little bit of razzle dazzle, that's how you do it.
Right. A little bit of bling, a little extra. S1282. We have some Petro Tourmaline coming up.
Ooh, that's my love language.
This is one strand available. Petro Tourmaline. Can you see it? The beautiful color.
That I got in Tucson. I had to wrestle somebody to get it. Their hands shot out so quick, but I was quicker.
Petro Tourmaline, graduated, so it starts off smaller on this end.
And made real uncomfortable.
And they get larger and chunkier down on this end. This is $95 originally, but you will get $9.18.27, $28.50 off.
Yeah, I had somebody trailing me, and I said, how about you shop over there instead of lingering in my shadow zone?
Where I'm lingering.
Kept looking at what I'm finding. And then they're like, well, you're at where all the good stuff is. And I said, there's good stuff over there. I'm making my way over there. Maybe you can pick.
Andrew gets that a lot.
Yeah, the one lady, it got real... I picked something up on this is a beat and button, and we were at the same table. We're not even close. We're a couple of feet apart, and the one woman said, "I was looking at that." I said, "From across the table."
Yeah, it's like so was I from closer.
And then she tried to sass me, so I went up to the vendor. And this is when we had a little bit more money. I said, I'll take everything on that table. And then they said, okay. And then they packed it up. That lady, she pitched a fit, but that was in the days of milk and honey.
Right.
When spite was...
when spite could run high.
Correct.
S1282 is this Petro Tourmaline. I think I've showed you that enough.
That was a defining moment.
Yes. Andrew. He does the spite sometimes.
Well, to be fair, there wasn't a lot on the table.
You know, it wasn't like a
And
whole.
it was a clearance table. So it wasn't like I was getting like a whole table of diamonds.
No. Marianne says, money talks, LOL, laughing face.
But it was real that one woman, she looked like she got slapped when the vendor was like, these are already bought. And then I smiled with the devil head.
With the devil
You know,
head.
the thing is, I'm normally very nice and I like to share. I want everybody to be happy. But if you're going to be a Stankberry, then
Stankberry.
Then that's the just desserts.
So this is yellow opal, everyone. We have 2 strands. You can see these 2 strands available. Yellow opal drops. They're $24 a strand only beginning price. Then you get that 30% off. S1246.
I felt a little hot in my
S1246.
head, though. Like I was.
Yeah, he was fuming after that.
No, it was kind of like I was hot because I had bought stuff and I had delivered instant karma. I was like, I've only seen this happen on TV shows.
Marianne says instant karma. Love it.
I was like, I've only seen Bruce Wayne do this. And this poor little brown boy then course corrected this person who thought they're going to show up.
Right.
And do show their ass.
Charlie says, LOL, I love your level of petty.
I know. I don't usually get to do that. But that was like it was like the light shone down on me. Because I knew okay, to be completely honest and transparent, I had been in talks about getting that before. So it wasn't like a complete surprise.
It just sealed the deal.
Correct. But I sealed it while somebody was trying to sass me. So it did help in my heart to have the vindication. And that vendor, boy, they snatched that strand right out them hands.
They were going to
They were like,
S1245.
embracing a golf.
Beautiful peach moonstone.
That's when in the books they describe it as they exhaled abruptly with indignation.
These are peach moonstone faceted rounds. They are 6 millimeters.
But you know what? That worked though, because that lady sidled up, and she's like, "I'm with him." At the end, I was like,
your friend.
Do what?
Like, I don't know you.
Did we just trauma bond? Because she wanted that good price.
Beautiful peach moonstone. These were $28 to start. They're $28 a strand in the online store. Peach moonstone faceted rounds at 6 millimeters. Ooh.
Ooh.
Barrel. S1194.
That's the juicy fruit.
Barrel.
Oh no, not it's what they call that candy. Jolly Rancher.
Jolly Rancher. This is a strand of barrel graduated smooth rondelles or discs. These are almost more disc. These are more disc than rondelle.
That makes it even more sparkly.
Right. Look at how pretty those are. And those start at $72. So you're getting $740, over $21 off, bringing it down to $51 only per strand. And if you counted how many there were on here and divide that by 50 or divide 51 by that, you're not paying a lot at all for each one of those.
Yeah, price per bead, yo.
Price per bead. And this is strung up, but you could empty that out, write down that price per bead, put them in your little plastic box, right?
That's when I started making jewelry. That's when I started doing that.
Yep.
The only thing though is I use them cheap stickers, and then I got learned that they don't stick.
They don't stick.
And then I got confused.
We still have bins of that stuff around that we did together.
I know.
It was one of the first jewelry things we did together. He's like, here, help me price all these.
That's how I lured him in.
He's like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. And then he convinced me to come up with the idea to do them per bead. Oh, that sounds like a good idea. Would you do that for me? Tricked me.
So confused.
Tricked me.
Now he's got Bead Empire.
Bead Empire. I don't know if I call it that, but we do got a lot of beads. This is S1194 barrel beads on the beautiful.
Small kingdom.
It's a small kingdom.
But mighty.
But mighty. How's everyone liking these beads tonight?
I like it.
Anything grabbing your interest? What's the most interesting bead to you so far tonight, everybody?
Petrotourmaline.
Petrotourmaline.
Beryl.
Marion says the price per bead is awesome, but it adds up to more than I have to spend. Sigh. That happens a lot to us too. But if you can, now's the time, right?
30%
30% off. Now's the time. I hate when these have long tails. Let me trim this long tail.
Barnaby says, you like my long tail.
I do like Barnaby's long tail, not Bead's long tail. Suzanne says the barrel. Which barrel? The green or the hand-cut flowers?
Oh, I like those too.
I know. So this is a strand of blue lace agate, and it looks so good in person and so like diluted on my screen.
No, it's pretty intense, the color.
Yeah, look at how it almost looks white on the screen.
That's because you got a blue background. Did that help?
Not by much.
I can't see on the Instagram one. It hasn't caught up yet.
Marianne did get some chocolate pearls from yesterday. Thank you.
I like chocolate.
Cheryl liked the blue chalcedony. This one, this is it. Blue lace agate / blue chalcedony.
Nice.
This is only $17 a strand. There's one strand available, and you can have it for 30% off. This is really a nice blue strand, believe me.
That's supposed to be good for the Mercury retrograde.
Yep.
It ended yesterday, but they said the shadow is like a week.
Yeah.
So May 5th, they said it'll be done, and you'll be clear and free until the next time.
I wish I could show you this in the color that it actually really, truly is. But
maybe, who knows? Maybe on their screen it looks.
Maybe your screen looks better. Thank you for grabbing the pearls, Mary. Me too. Thank you all, those of you who are grabbing some things, both yesterday and today. We appreciate it. S00210021 are these. Let's see the size on these. 12 millimeter short strand of rose quartz. Oh, must be 9 o'clock. 12 millimeter rose quartz.
Speaking of Mercury retrograde, I made that for myself.
Check that out, everybody.
I'm going to put that on a Jumbotron necklace of the blue chalcedony.
There you go. What do you think, everybody? This is S0021.
I'm going to get that honey tongue then.
And these were $16 for the strand.
That's it.
That's it. And you get 30% off that.
What? Are you sure?
Rose quartz.
Pretty big.
I know. It's a nice strand.
Good color.
Nice strand. Rose quartz.
Is your log in the picture?
It is kind of. Rose quartz never comes through as nice in color. That pink does not work.
Your favorite, Marianne.
Right? Let me do this one because this is a little cheapy.
Cheapy.
Yeah, but I thought we'd try throwing some different stuff in here tonight just to see. S0456. S0456 are these check glass center rondelle beads in a purple color. So you get a whole bag of them. They start at $3.50, and you get 30% off of them.
I'm gonna load the candle fast.
What, count down in the basement?
Mm-hmm.
Does it still work?
Should.
I haven't used that one in a while.
No, because I'm not gonna work on it.
Andrew's working on some things. So these may look purple on your screen, may not. They look more like they're blue on my screen. Look like a little blueberry color. They are kind of blueberry color, but they're a little bit more purple. And these are just some check glass on the center rondelles. And there are, I think, 4 or 5 bags of those if you're interested. Just trying some stuff other than just all kind of gemstones tonight. We had different stuff yesterday too, though, right? Let me cut these. I don't like this long tail again. It makes them look funny. Oh no, I think it makes it look funny when they've got long tails on the beads. All right. This is S0022. This is another rose quartz strand, an 8-inch strand, $14. And these are rose quartz ovals. They are 10 millimeters by about 14 millimeters. S0022. It starts at only $14 for the strand. So you're going to save, what, $4.20? So it's bringing it under $10 for that strand of rose quartz. S0022. Okay, we've still got a few things left, but we're winding down. Remember, it is all first come, first serve, and we will combine shipping if you make multiple orders. S1181 are these ruby and zoisite hexagons. Ruby and zoisite hexagons. These are $34 a strand in the online store. $34 a strand. And you will get 30% off. There's only one strand available. Suzanne says, how long is your drive to North Carolina? About 8 hours. About 8 hours. We're going to leave around 2 or 3 in the morning, get there by 10, 11 for the start of Fire on the Mountain. And then that lasts until 4. We're going to visit some friends until 5 or 6 and then head back. That's the plan anyway.
All right, I'm going to show you.
Okay.
Actually, so this is some cookies. No, but I have to finish the edges up on some of these. So I'm making some metal bronze pieces.
Bronze pendants.
Yep. I found the molds the other day. And I said, hey, why not
use these?
Of the metal clay.
Yeah.
Compartment in the refrigerator.
Use some of these, and if you have been waiting for Andrew to do some more of his metal clay, or if you've never seen Andrew's metal bronze pendants before.
Yeah, I've been doing these for a long time, but took a break.
Yeah.
I was doing it so much that it's hurting my hands. I've been doing this for years and years and years. So I was like, oh, that's nice that you're getting into metal clay. And I said, bro, I've been into metal clay.
Back into metal clay. So here's another one of these rutilated chlorite strands.
Ooh.
I know. $89. This is the bigger one. This is the bigger strand. It's $89 before discount. Look at this, though. Look how beautiful these are. These are just stunning stones. Different kinds of colors, inclusions. Some pretty dang clear as well. So that's the strand. It is a big strand. S1267. S1267. I love these.
Me too.
Ooh. I think people are going to like this one. This one, there's only one left. This was a big seller to begin with. It's like, why are you putting bigger sellers on discount? Well, we've got one left.
I knocked out.
Right? This is.
I would like to reduce the amount of products in our store by at least 20%.
That'd be nice, right?
Because I think we have too many products, and people get overwhelmed.
So this is gray agate, which has been coated with an AB coating to give it that beautiful color. It's like a little party right there. So these are only $18. It's $18 for the strand. They are 7.5 millimeter rondelles, faceted rondelles with that coating. There's only one strand of these left. Who wants to knock it out? Bring that to 0 in our online store. S0477. They're really pretty. Like I said, only $18 to start, 30% off. That's almost $6 off, everybody, right?
You know, that's a common way that bead stores fail. They hang on to overhead or inventory too long.
Yeah, if you're not turning it, you're just buying more and adding to it.
And then eventually the house of cards collapse.
All right. Knock them down. Knock them out.
So help us stay in business.
Right. I would like to stay in business.
Yeah, I'm excited. We have a lot of good plans.
Yeah, we're definitely trying to grow during a hard season right now. But
yeah, we've been pushing.
Growth is the goal.
You know, I was talking to a friend about this, and they said, "You know what this is called, right?" And I said, "What?" And I said, "It's called growing pains."
Yep.
You know, it hurts real bad. You know, I was like, I don't even know what you're talking about. And he's like, you know, when you're adolescent and you get them pains because you're growing too fast. And I was like, I guess I didn't have that.
I had that. They were crippling to me.
And so
I would literally fall down and I'd be crying because it hurt so bad. Which sometimes I do now too, through these growing pains.
But I think that's the thing is like, you know, we're building something bigger than either of us could have ever imagined. And we're in a phase right now that's really in flux, you know? And it's going to hurt until it doesn't. But once we get to that point, you know?
Yeah, you got to come out the other side. So this is exceptional quality tourmalinated quartz. And I want you to see how sharp and how brilliant all these little rutils are, how clear the rest of the quartz is around them. And these are faceted briolets. They are graduated. and they are stunningly beautiful. This is a $105 strand in the online store. That means you're saving $31.50 off of that. So just over $70 you'll be paying for a strand that's a $105 strand. Well worth it. Beautiful strand. S1173. There are technically 2 of these available in the online store. Technically 2. If you want to buy them both, buy one for you and buy one for a friend. Your friend will love you.
Or yourself.
He says, or yourself. 2 for you.
An air with a spare, yo.
S0020 is the next one. These are $16 a strand only, and they are rose quartz. Better in person.
What's the best gift you've ever been given by a friend?
12 millimeter, 12.5 millimeter. Anybody? Best gift you've ever been given by a friend? Susan says, Sigh, I desire cookies.
I like cookies.
Suzanne says, a cat.
That's a good gift.
Marion says, my friends need to buy their own beads. S0020. S0020.
We got 3 cats from a friend.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Haven't seen that friend in a while.
No, they're busy.
S0350. This is so nice.
I did see a house around the corner from the new shop.
I saw that you sent it.
It was very inexpensive.
It needs a lot of work.
No, it doesn't. Most of it's already done. It was
Mm,
mostly cosmetic.
mm,
He makes that sound, but it's also how many is it? A third of the price of our house here,
yes.
and our bill would be a third as much.
Not these days, it wouldn't.
I don't know. You never know.
These are sapphires.
I don't
Sapphire
really wanna move, though.
simple cut nuggets. We have 1 strand of these, $132.50 before discount. Before discount. Marion says, I would, however, do their family history for them in Scandinavian or British. That's nice of you.
Nice.
So 1 strand of these. Anybody out there have these that we've had? How do you like them? These are sapphires. They've got all the beautiful different colors in them. These are ones when you get some sunshine on them, they really flash different colors. You'll see more of that blue. Yeah, I love these. I love, love, love these.
Sapphire is probably one of my favorites.
These
Even
are
more than diamonds.
these just have such a great look. Simple cut nuggets, obviously tumbled. Get a little bit of that roundedness on there. Just a little. S0350. 1 strand available, beginning at $132.50.
It's not a cheap day, but it's worth it.
Yes, it is. We've sold a number of these. People have been very happy with those. 1 available left in the online store. Susan says, 80% of my DNA is either Irish or British Isles. Marion says, Irish is harder than British.
My British people, they, yeah, on that side.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, Next up, and we're nearing the end, folks. Nearing the end. S1200. Beautiful, gorgeous strands of aquamarine. These are, again, those graduated faceted briolets. This is all aquamarine this time. You can see there's 2 strands available. Another one that's not a cheap date, but worth it to get 30% off. $124 a strand originally.
Treat yourself.
Right.
Do the self-care.
Self-care.
YOLO.
Right.
FOMO.
Andrew's YOLOing and FOMOing over there.
There's this thing where they're like, I can see that they got like a book on all the selling strategies, and then they're always like, what's that? In case you missed it.
Oh yeah.
And like all the trending things.
All the trending stuff.
I mean, YOLO's
not anymore. We're gonna have Riz everywhere now.
Is that
up your Riz?
No, that's old.
Is that old now?
That's old, William.
That's like 2 weeks ago.
Riz, that's like months.
Months.
That teacher dude, he's talking about it.
Teacher dude.
Yeah, he talks about it's this middle school teacher, and he talks about stuff. Oh.
Okay.
Felt something come off something. And he talks about being a teacher nowadays in middle school.
Oh, I think I know the one you mean. There are 2 teachers I see often now.
There's the one that's of the children, like little kids.
The one the one has blonde hair.
And he's a runner.
I think so, maybe.
Now he's blow up on TikTok.
Dating a trans woman now.
Huh?
He's dating a trans woman.
I don't think that's the same person.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. I didn't investigate that.
I think he has a kid and he came out recently. He's now dating a trans woman. This person just started showing up in the last few weeks.
I don't know what that's.
This is Muscovite, everybody.
Is it the one that is he has a middle school?
They never show the kids. They just show him standing in front of a whiteboard most of the time.
Oh, that's what.
Okay.
The one, he's like real tall and has real blue eyes. And
we see different teachers.
He's pretty young.
This one's very young.
And then the one, he's hilarious.
He sits in his car a lot.
Huh?
He does videos from his car a lot.
No.
The one I see, he's really funny, and a lot of times I think he's in his car. He talks about during his lunch breaks what the kids did to him and said to him.
Well, the one is he reads the stuff that the little kids write, and
I may have seen that once or twice. It's not one of the main ones that come up. So this is Muscovite, everybody. It's a beautiful example of Muscovite. 1 strand available, $32 to begin with, S1247. And these are 20 by 15 millimeter rectangles, or puffy rectangles.
Like the one, he reads like what kids write, and you know how their spelling sometimes is off,
and
it's hilarious. Because he'll be like, what do you all want for Christmas?
I have seen that one, or at least somebody who did that, but only once or twice. That person doesn't come up very often for me.
He has this unusual medical condition where when he's stressed out, he falls asleep and then he doesn't wake up.
Oh, jeez.
So one time he fell asleep for like a month.
A month?
I was like, how do you poop?
Of course, that's what Andrew would ask.
I know. I was like, that's a valid question. Also, how do you eat? or drink water.
Right. Sorry, everyone, I forgot to write the price on. This was $36. These are Moss Aquamarine faceted shields.
Ooh.
16 by 12 millimeter. Look at that juicy one right there in the middle, that clear.
You can cut that one off from me.
He says, I'll take that one. Beautiful Moss Aquamarine. Is it shimmering for you? These are beautiful. I like these a lot.
I love
These faceted
Moss
shields. Me too. S1150. There is only one of these available. Only one. And it's $36 to start with before your 30% discount using code LIVESALE.
Are y'all having a good Friday?
Yeah, are y'all having a good Friday? What's going on? What'd y'all do? I know Michelle's having some issues today, so we send good energy to Michelle out there and her family.
Yeah, hang in there.
Hang in there. Hopefully your husband gets things under control with whatever's going on, and your mom heals well. S0738 coming up. $155.
We watched Star Trek Discovery last night.
Sapphires. These are little blue sapphires, faceted, and these are approximately, let's see if I can get this on, 7 millimeters by 9.7, so 7 by 10 millimeters.
Oh, we watched X-Men 97.
We watched that. We watched Star Trek Discovery.
You know what? I'm a middle-aged man, and I was crying
Andrew's
like a baby.
weeping at X-Men 97.
You know, I think, and it's cartoon.
Yes,
it's cartoon.
It's a cartoon.
It's not live action. I wept like a baby. I had to use a cat to wipe my face. Oh my gosh. You know what? I think what it did is it pulled on that childhood nostalgia and then it stabbed it and kicked it down the stairs.
Yeah. So these are blue sapphires. They are $155 for the strand before your discount. So when you figure that, that's what? 15, 30, 45, 46, $46.50 off. $46.50 off of that price. S0738. Beautiful
My thing
deal.
about Star Trek Discovery is how come they didn't use them pods earlier? Never mind. I don't want to spoil.
No, don't spoil.
But you
No
know what? I
spoilers.
was like, how come
I know.
they waited?
Suzanne says we have to fix one of our toilets this weekend and going to our independent bookstore. Yeah, I said when we're in North Carolina, we'll have to see if there's an independent bookstore to visit for Independent Bookstore Day tomorrow.
In Spruce Pines, I'm sure there's something.
We have a toilet to fix too.
We have 2 toilets to fix.
What? What happened to the other one?
The one that we use?
Yeah.
We need to fix it with a brush and some scrubbing.
Oh, well, that's cleaning it. The other one needs to be fixed.
It's just a little bit weepy.
It needs some brushing too, but
I'm scared to look. It's been so long.
We don't use that bathroom right now.
That's probably a discover new life.
These are $52 a strand. Fluorite faceted rounds at 6 millimeter.
These do Star Trek Discovery in our toilet.
These were don't make it sound like our house is so gross.
That's
these were
foul, dude.
These were in store, and then we moved them to the online store. So these are really beautiful quality fluorite faceted rounds. $52, so that's $15.60 off that price with the discount live sale for 30% off. Look at the quality of these. They're so clear, many of these.
Yeah, somebody buy some beads so we can hire a plumber.
Or just take the time to fix ours. I know what we need to do. I think. I hope. think by not using it, one of the seals dried up. Susan's asking, what type of gemstone is muscovite?
A beautiful one.
A beautiful one. I don't know what the composition of muscovite is.
Let me tell you. It is a feldspar.
Feldspar.
Muscovite. Is that right? It's feldspar. It grows in sheets because it's the same stuff that they make mica out of. All right.
Muscovite.
Silica based and schist.
Most common mica granites, but this is the red that we had. So the red portion of it, dense variety of illite with reddish banding caused by microscopic inclusions of hematite.
Which is iron.
So there you go. Silicon iron, aluminum and potassium. Mineral of aluminum and potassium. Muscovite with iron.
You know what they make? That's the glazes is made out of. That.
I was gonna say that's all aluminum. We're learning all that.
No, I'm making William watch these things with me.
Cut down some muscovite to make some glazes.
Dude, it's in the works.
It's in the works.
It's in the mail.
Oh, is it?
I had to move some stuff around. I'm really counting on that carrier money.
I was too. What do we?
That's right, yours. Don't worry about that.
Don't worry about that.
How do you know about that?
I was told about that. I was waiting for that to come in.
Don't think about it anymore. Put that in your mind.
Oh.
This is for R&D.
Research and development. Okay.
It's called my one happiness.
Your one happiness, buying things. There's one happiness, buying things.
No, and art supplies.
Art supplies.
That's like that book, that one when she's here, she says, "You're one beauty." She gotta cut her hair off and sell it so they can do whatever.
Oh boy.
You're one beauty, Joe. You're one beauty.
Susan says the cats got us up at 4 a.m. with their playing and Smokey stabbing my husband's arm. Marianne got up at 2:15 a.m. Says, I can't blame my cats. They looked at me wondering why we were getting up. Susan says, uh-oh, here comes the poop talk.
No, it's already done.
Done. Okay, everybody, last strand for tonight and for the week. This is S1151. These are beautiful garnet drops, kind of drops. I don't know what you want to call this shape. What did we call this shape in the online store?
Beautiful cut.
I know, beautiful. S1151. We call these faceted drops, except they're not quite.
They do have a thing called a beauty setting.
Yeah, I think I've heard of that. So these are beautiful garnets and nice high quality garnets. Only $36 for the strand. It is a shorty strand. It's 4.5 inch strand. But look at the clarity. Let me see if I can get the light hitting them right. Beautiful color. And we do have a few strands of those available. Let me show you. Whoops, I dropped them. Let me show you. They are similar. So no matter which one you get, you're going to get a very nice garnet strand.
You know, I do have kind of a headache, so I don't know how this is going to bode well for
driving.
Tonight's epic long day.
I know. This is a slightly darker strand. If you want the darker strand, there's one strand that's much darker than the other three. You can see these are much lighter. These are almost like hessonite. They're almost verging on the orangey color.
They're beautiful.
And then you have this one, which is the kind of deep red garnet. So if you like one or the other, you can choose, or we'll choose for you. SS1151.
Them blood drops.
And that is the last strand for this evening, everybody.
The sale.
The last strand for the sale period. Yes, the last item for the sale period. So the 30% sale, I'm going to extend it from midnight tonight till midnight tomorrow. You have until then to claim. Let me flip the camera around while I'm talking to you here real quick. Hello, 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 hello. So thank you so much for joining us again. And yeah, happy Friday. Hope you have a great weekend. Friday. Hope you have a great weekend. We're going to be probably on the road unless Andrew's headache gets worse, and then we're not on the road, which is a possibility too. But
maybe eat something.
That might be good. Don't know what we've got to eat.
Tacos.
Out of stuff? Do we still have stuff?
You need to get some cheese or something.
I know.
It's going to be like disasperation. Here's some pinto beans on a tortilla.
So, ooh, it's so good. So
carrot.
good. So, yes.
That quick.
That's it. So thank you all so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it all week long. I will list, I'll do a spreadsheet again of the list of things that are still available for anything we did do. Well, maybe. I didn't finish the metal beads, so you're not getting a list of that. But for the things maybe before this week, we'll see. I'll put out a list. If you want to check out that and see if there's anything you want to grab from any of our previous live videos this week. I don't even remember what all we did this week. I don't know where this week went, but thank you for hanging out with us. And we will see you. We'll probably see you from the road. We might do some lives to keep ourselves awake.
Great.
Be like, I'm not driving. I'm doing the live. But yeah, we do appreciate it. Thank you so much. And if you have any questions, as always, send us an email. Give us a few days to get back to you, especially over the weekend. We don't answer emails over the weekend. And give us a little bit of time to research what we need to research for you, and we will get back to you.
Oh, don't forget to do the hashtag No Place Like Home exhibition.
There it is. Hashtag No Place Like Home exhibition. Andrew.
Remind you all of May.
Yes.
So I hope that some of you, all of you, participate.
Yes. So
I want them to ask me to come back so hard.
So if you don't know what this is, if you're just tuning in real quick, let me go over this. No Place Like Home is a show that Andrew has put together, curated for the Metal Museum in Memphis, Tennessee. And we would like you to show us during the end of this month and all of next month of May to show us through your artwork what home means to you. You do not have to be a member of the LGBTQIA plus community. You can be an ally to show us what home means to you. The show is based on queer folks and their idea of home. So tag No Place Like Home exhibition, and make sure you also tag the Metal Museum in Memphis and Andrew Thornton Artist on Instagram. All right. Thank you all so very much. Or Facebook. Thank you so very much.
My artist so that I don't get, because I don't always get stuff from my personal.
If you didn't hear that, Andrew Thornton Artist, not Andrew Thornton Personal. All right?
I guess you could do it either way.
Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great weekend. Bye now.
See ya.